For this tutorial, I will demonstrate how you can code a pattern in Scratch in which the number value doubles after each term. We apply this concept to Roger's rabbits. Roger has 2 pet rabbits to start off with. 1 month later, he has 4 pet rabbits. Every month for 10 months, the rabbit population doubles. What this means is the number of rabbits is multiplied by 2 after each month. So after the first month, first he has 2. After the second month, he has 4 rabbits. That number then doubles to 8, and after 4 months, he'll have 16, and so on. For this program, we are going to see how many rabbits Roger has after each month up until 10 months. To begin, you will have the block under events when the green flag is selected. We're then going to create or make 3 different variables. So under data, go to make a variable, and for the first variable, we're going to call it number of rabbits. So I call mine num rabbits. Click on OK. Again, under data, select make a variable, and we're going to have number of months. Finally, our third variable will be the number to multiply. In this case, because we are doubling the number of rabbits, we will be multiplying the total number of rabbits by 2 every month. If we were tripling the population, we would be multiplying it by 3. It's good programming practice to initialize your variables at the beginning of your program. So in this case, the number we're going to be multiplying by is 2, as we discussed. So under data, you select the set block. We're going to also set our number of rabbits, and because it's starting out as 2, that's the first time Roger checks his rabbits. He has 2 rabbits, so that's their starting value. We're then also going to set our number of months starting at 1. Because we're going to be using a loop and multiplying, we're going to output the first value. So we're going to go under looks, and we're going to say for 2 seconds. We also need to use a couple of join blocks here because we're going to have more than one piece of information in the speech bubble. There's more than one ways of doing this program, but this is just the simplest way that I'd suggest. So inside there, we're going to write Roger starts off with space. Make sure the space is there because when it joins the variable to that string, a string is some characters, you want to have a space there. So under data, you go to number of rabbits. So we're going to tell the user how many rabbits Roger starts off with before we do any of the coding for the pattern. So space rabbits in the first month. And I'm going to have that be said for 3 seconds rather than 2, just so it sticks around a little bit longer. We can then go ahead and code our pattern. We said we were going to code the pattern for 10 months, but because we've already done the first month here, we're going to have to repeat the rest of the pattern for 9 months because 1 plus 9 equals 10. So we'll change that to 9. I got that block out of the Control tab, and we use the repeat block. So under data, select set, and here's where we'll do a little bit of a calculation. We're going to change the number of rabbits to something different. So under operators, select the multiplication operator, and we're going to multiply the current number of rabbits by the number to multiply, which is 2. So the number of rabbits will be set to the number of rabbits, or the current number of rabbits, times 2. And each time it goes through the loop, it will do that again. We also want to change the month by 1 each time, and you can do that in 2 different ways, but one easy way is to use the change block under data, and we're going to change the number of months by 1. So each time it goes through this loop, it will change by 1, it will increase by 1. we are now going to output that information to the user. So there's a couple different ways to do this again. There always is in coding, but I'm going to use the say for 2 seconds block. I'm going to change it to 3 seconds though, so that it stays on the screen a little bit longer each time. And you're going to need a bunch of join blocks. So under operators, probably about 4 here. So let's just throw those on. So 1, 2, 3, and 1 more. And now we can output this information to the user. So after X number of months, so number of months, space, Roger will have, space, Y number of rabbits. Guess I have an extra join there. So we'll say after number of months, Roger will have this many rabbits, and we'd say pet rabbits. So let's see if that works. So we run it. Roger starts off with 2 rabbits in the first month. After 2 months, Roger will have 4 rabbits. After 3, it doubled to 8, and then the next one will be 16. After 5 months, 32, and the number gets bigger really quickly since we're doubling it each time. Make sure it goes up to 10. And that's it. So another way that or something to add to this program would be to ask the user for the number of rabbits Roger starts with, or you could ask the number of months the user would like the program to run for, and you would just adjust your code accordingly. Good luck with that program.